I'm Slash Sister Jen.
And I guess that makes me Slash Sister Hallie. And tonight we are not in our usual creepy little studio, as you can
Our dungeon.
tell, right? It's way too bright and way too colorful for our liking.
Yes.
But hey,
although we are pretty colorful. We had somebody ask us last week if it was a requirement to have colored hair to be on our channel.
Yes,
it is. We are actually live on location at Central Illinois, Peoria, Illinois, at Central Illinois Friends. This place is amazing. They allowed us to come in and show Freddy vs. Jason.
Yep.
And now we are here recording live for all of you.
Yeah.
We all watched it together.
Mm-hmm.
So we already know that this energy is a little chaotic and a little bit crazy.
Yeah, we just finished it like
Yes.
ago.
But the claws were out, the machete was swinging, and the blood was spraying.
Roughly
everywhere.
300 gallons of blood.
Yes, they used a lot of real blood, and there's quite a bit of CGI blood. But that was just in the lobby.
This is the ultimate horror fan showdown. The Dream Demon, the hockey mask slasher, 20 years in the making, technically 15.
Yes.
Because they tried to do it with, I think it was Freddy 7.
Yes.
They tried to do it then, and we ended up getting Jason versus Carrie White. Not really. Askew.
Yeah. They couldn't really have Carrie White, so they had Tina! Tina! Let me eat your brain! Every fucking time, you guys. Every time. I will not stop.
I will never cut your throat.
Tonight we are breaking it all down: the kills, the camp, the questionable early 2000s fashion and dialogue. And we're right here, all for you.
But before we dive into the carnage, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date on everything we're doing on the two of you. Yes, I know, I always call it YouTube of you.
I know, it's YouTube,
Whatever.
YouTube view. Okay. Alright, Crystal Lake kids and Elm Street dreamers.
Because it's time to slash into Freddy vs. Jason.
Alright, y'all. Having been trapped in hell since his last defeat, Freddy Krueger is no longer able to invade children's dreams, as the adults of Springwood have gone to extremes to ensure their children forget him by purging public records and forcibly administering the dream suppressant Hypnocyl.
Which we actually were introduced to in Dream Warriors, this film right here.
Mm-hmm. Yes, our girl Nancy was taking it out. She was really the first to take it, right? So, yeah, Hypnocyl has been around since pretty much the beginning of this franchise.
Almost.
What it does is it suppresses dreams and makes it so that he's no longer able to be remembered.
Which I did note that when the sheriff is talking to Stubbs later in the film, he says that we managed to keep this contained for 4 years.
Yeah.
This film came out in 2003. It's a direct follow-up to Freddy's Dead Little Nightmare, which was released in 91 but set in 1999.
They actually did their timing pretty smart.
Which is surprising, considering the fact that these timelines are all
Oh, especially Jason's timeline. It's so messy.
Using the last of his power, Freddy resurrects Jason Voorhees after his own lost defeat and appears as Jason's mother, Pamela Voorhees, which, by the way, Bessie Palmer was asked about this and she refused.
Yeah, I mean, the only reason she came in the first place was because she
needed
needed a car.
Needed a car.
I mean, I'd book a gig to buy a car. Why not?
Anyway, Freddy uses Pamela to manipulate Jason into thinking she wants him to conduct a massacre on Elm Street in Springwood, Ohio. So not only is he resurrected, he has to walk from New Jersey to fucking Ohio.
Walk, sure.
Or teleport, because, you know,
we know that Jason can teleport. He's done it in plenty of movies.
At least in 8. I mean, he teleported all over.
Oh, yeah. Lori Campbell, which can I just say, I love that her name is Lori, because that's a nice little nod to Halloween, but also in the first scene when Freddy is attempting to bring Jason back and the girl is at Crystal Lake and she's, you know, naked, we can see them titties. First thing that comes out of her mouth. Mike? I think another reference. Anyway, so Lori Campbell lives with her now widowed father during a sleepover with her friends Kia and Gib. Gib's emotionally abusive boyfriend, my God, Trey. That man is, can you call him a man? He's a fucking
He's a douche canoe.
A big one. Like, immediately, okay, like, I'm a smoker, I get it. Not everybody likes to kiss a smoker, but, like, she didn't know he was coming. How was she supposed to know that? He's, babe, I told you not to kiss me and you smooth. Fuck off, dude. Seriously. Anyways, Trey is that guy's name, and his friend Blake both show up at the house. You know, because Blake's trying to hook up with Lori. Trying way too hard. Jason then murders Trey in what I personally think is my favorite Jason kill. He stabs that bitch to death, just machete over and over and over again, and then pulls up the bed, which I know.
It's not how beds work unless it's a tuck away.
Yeah, well, I prefer to think he'd been framed.
Still, it would have pulled out.
He's strong, baby. He's strong. Anyway, so Jason kills Trey. Of course, they all freak out and run out into the middle of the street, and a cop miraculously drives up on them. Go figure. Anyways. Catherine knows pal. I love her. So Jason then shows up at Blake's house. And
my best friend was just killed, Dad!
And murders him and his dad.
Only because Freddy couldn't get the job done.
Yeah.
He
tried.
He isn't potent enough, y'all.
No, he's not.
Okay, I'm alright.
Not strong enough yet. Well, I will be soon enough.
Not quite strong enough. I mean, Blake's even standing there in the middle of the street. He's like, oh, okay. But then he gets killed anyways. The police are now labeling it a murder-suicide, saying that he killed Trey and his dad and then himself with a machete.
Yeah, and they're also thinking that this is the work of Freddy Krueger, who never wielded machete. Whatever. Lori's ex-boyfriend Will Rollins and his friend Mark Davis, who are involuntarily psychiatric patients at Weston Hills. Yes, Weston Hills is back in the franchise.
Ding, back from 3.
Due to their previous contact with Freddy, they see a news report about killings and decide to escape to warn Lori, or try to.
Yeah. That night, Lori and her friends, well, actually, before they even attend the raid, they're at school, and Lori's going on about this guy that she dreamed about. She does say his name at this point, doesn't she? She says Freddy.
I think so.
Either way, she's talking about this song, and Mark, Will's friend, who he broke out of Weston Hills with, walks up and continues singing the song that the little girls sing.
And we also get the obligatory Robert shaking hand on
Exactly.
every fucking Nightmare on Elm Street
Every
film
single one.
ever.
You can't help yourself.
Yeah, you should. You really should.
Got your nose!
At least his role in this one was very quick.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
like,
he
he's
did
speaking lines this time.
Exactly. I mean, you know, he did show up in 2 as a bartender at a game.
Yeah, go back.
So anyways, that night, Lori and her friends attend a raid in the cornfield, because that's what we do in Ohio.
That's what you do in the fucking Midwest, period.
Yep, we do. We sure do. I think everyone in this room has probably been to a party like that. Or at least similar. Anyways, Freddy tries to kill Gib while she is passed out in the cornfield in a nightmare, but Jason kills her first when a dude tries to rape her while she's passed out. He stabs through her. I mean, of course, there's sex, so
Right, and then
Jason gets summoned.
And then he yeets that motherfucker across the cornfield
Yeah, he
it's
does.
nuts, like a ragdoll. Yeet!
Bye! Yeah, pretty great.
He's mine! Mine!
But which this absolutely fucking angers Freddy, because Jason gets to go on an absolute killing spree, lighting the cornfield on fire. In fact, there's a scene where he comes upon 2 guys that are drinking in the cornfield, and the one guy goes running, and you can actually see as he's running, he's got a mouthful of fake
blood.
blood.
Yeah.
You can see it. You can see him holding his mouth shut, but you know, a flaming machete comes through him, and
it's only flaming because they set Jason on fire.
they sure did. Idiots.
The friends escape the rave with school nerd Charlie and stoner Bill.
Oh,
Will
my
reveals to Lori that he witnessed her father killing her mother, and he had him put in Weston to keep him from revealing the truth. And they soon witness Mark getting killed by Freddy.
And as Mark is being killed, Mark fell asleep at his desk. Why he went by himself and didn't stay with them, I don't fucking understand.
Because he wanted Will to hook up with Lori, and no, that's later.
I know. So anyways, Mark's by himself, falls asleep, and Freddy attacks. Of course, they witness him ignite on fire, and Freddy leaves a message on Mark's back saying, Freddy's back.
Actually, no, it was Mark's back.
It was Mark's back.
Mark's back.
Anyways, Deputy Scott Stubbs helps the teens. Yeah.
I love it.
He shows up to help the kids. Where are they? They're in like somebody's basement, right?
I think they're.
Like, they're
at Freeburg's house.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So there's a curfew, and they're all at the stoner's house. Which, y'all, come over to my house. We'll come. Oh yeah.
And screw that clown. Now that big ass motherfucker back at the cornfield. All right, that's who we should be afraid of. Tell me who the fuck that was.
You know we will. Even if it just involves Jenny getting ridiculously high. That wasn't in the script.
And that's why we can't get monetized.
Maybe one day. Anyways, Stubbs shows up at the house. He just knows that they were there.
Well, the Scooby van parked out back wasn't exactly subtle.
Exactly what
I believe that's exactly what it said.
He finds out about the Hypnocyl. They all learn about Hypnocyl because Will and Mark Mark's dead. Will tells them about.
What if Freddy brought Jason back? Because he was too weak to go after us on his own, so he used Jason.
Freddy died by fire, Jason by water. How can we use that?
The Hypnocyl and how it suppresses their dreams, and they all decide to go back to Weston Hills.
Yeah, let's break into a psychiatric hospital. What could possibly go wrong?
Surely nothing. So they try to go back to Weston Hills, break in, and Freddy, of course, Bill the stoner, decides to get high. And he falls asleep because at this point, they are trying to stay awake. They've been drinking, they were at a party. They're all, extremely tired by this point, and Homeboy passes out. Then proceeds to be attacked by this weird
Caterpillar.
Yes, that's a good way to explain it.
Because I think it's supposed to be a riff off Alice in Wonderland.
For sure.
Specifically with the hookah.
But he gets possessed by said caterpillar. Freddy Pillar? Sure. And Freddy makes him dump all of the Hypnocyl down the drain.
Dude, no! Dude!
Yep. Freddy uses the possessed Bill to tranquilize Jason with two huge syringes full of, what was that one called? They all sound like whatever they're supposed to do.
It's literally just like tranquilizer on this. And it said dilate 1,000
and they keep just calling it drink.
Yeah, right. Okay, whatever.
Now is actually a real street drug. Anyways.
Let me handle this, bitch.
Moving on, Freddy uses Bill to tranquilize Jason and causes him to fall asleep after he slashes Bill in half.
Mm-hmm. I love that you keep calling him Bill and his name is literally Freeburg and then Freeburg.
Yeah, it says Bill in the script. I am the script.
Neither did I.
As if we've never seen this movie before. As if we didn't just watch it 5 minutes ago. 25 minutes ago.
Anyway, the teens devise a plan to pull Freddy from the dream world into reality and force him to fight Jason. Because, yeah, that always fucking works.
Yeah. I mean, he brought Jason back. I think he should be the one who has to deal with the bullshit.
Oh, no, 100% agree. And when he has to deal with those consequences later, that look of shock on his face is...
Look at that! The
Right.
consequences of my actions.
Yeah, so instead of facing them in Springwood, though, they drive their happy asses from Ohio back to New Jersey. Because, yeah, why not? Camp Crystal Lake. At least Jason has home field advantage, right?
That's exactly what Lori said.
I know. Yeah, okay, whatever. Freddy fights Jason in the dream world where he discovers that Jason has one weakness. Water.
Okay. Since when?
Since he drowned as a child.
Okay. Did he not walk straight into the water in practically every movie he's been in? He came out of the water in the first one. Second one...
Blame the screenwriters. Blame the screenwriters.
Okay, well we needed some kind of plot device, right? Because Lori says it herself. Jason died by water. Freddy died by fire. How can we use that? Honestly, the most bullshit, stupid line of dialogue I've ever heard. So dumb. It's so dumb.
It's cringy. It's very cringy.
The early 2000s. You can't beat it. Anyways, he uses this, Jason, or Freddy uses this to his advantage. I don't know. I mean, there's even before we discover the sphere of water, there's this whole pinball thing where he just shoots him all over, ping, 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 back and forth. And it's fucking hilarious. This movie can't get any better.
There's actually the scene where the machete gets shoved into Jason's chest and everything, and he's using the iron plates, driving it further. The last 3 plates actually form out the new one cinema.
Do they really? I never noticed that before. That's so funny. There's even like funny little sound effects during this, like pew! This movie's ridiculous in the best way, and I fucking love it. Anyways, he uses this to his advantage, causing Jason to revert to his younger self. So Jason is a crying mess, being rained down on by water.
Oh, now there's a face only a mother could love!
Lori goes to sleep and tries to pull Freddy out and save Jason.
Fight Jason.
I mean, she's saving Jason so that she can pull Freddy out of the dream world so that they can fight in the real world.
Poorly worded.
This movie is weird, but in the best way. Essentially, she's like, put me to sleep next to Jason. They're in the fucking van still.
Which, by the way, can someone please explain to me how Jason got ejected from the fucking van but nobody else did? Lori was laying right fucking next to him.
Movie magic, y'all.
And he also outweighs her by at least probably 150 pounds.
I think in the pre-fight weight,
They said
it was 274.
That's what Jason weighed, but I'm saying that she was probably what, 125?
Oh, if that.
So he outweighed her by
she
about
had
150 pounds.
at least 20 pounds of raw, but there is that.
Why you saying?
I like titties. Freddy tortures Lori in the dream world, revealing that he was the one who murdered her mother.
Jason awakens, as we said, in the van, outside of Crystal Lake, and I'm
literally, how did they crash and then they're like, oh look, we're here. Magic. Movie fucking.
I mean, what do you expect from Ronnie fucking you?
Yeah. Yeah, hey, look, they did everything they could to make this shit come to the screen, and I'm happy to have it.
I mean, honestly, in the grand scheme of things.
Yep.
But anyway, they are now at a Camp Crystal Lake, and he pursues the teens around. That's what he does, you know? I mean,
who? Freddy or Jason? They're both going in.
Jason pursues the teens
into
the cabins and everything, and Lori eventually gets her arm in a bit of fire, which wakes her up, and she
Welcome to my world, bitch.
pulls Freddy into the real world.
Yes.
Or
finally.
so we're led to believe.
Is anything real?
But yeah, right? It's hard to tell.
Kia and Charlie. She's named after a damn car, you guys. Come Anyway,
she's like
Kia
my
and
girl.
Linderman, yeah, Kelly Rowland. Kia and Charlie Linderman, the nerd, which actually, like, let's talk about characters here. He's the most well-rounded character.
Even though he pays for sex.
So what? Anyways, he also is like, has the most character development of all of them. Like, he really does. He goes from being this nerd who barely speaks up for himself to speaking up straight to Kia's face. At the party. At the party first. And that's when you can see him change. He turns into a totally different person.
And that's when she changes.
Yep. And she actually shows him so much fucking respect after that. Like, you can see how much she changes. I would have loved to have seen those two together at the end, but
You know,
Jason gets his way.
we have to have Carnage Candy.
You know. Kia promises to come back because Linderman actually got thrown into the wall, which had
It
like
was like a shelf bracket.
a shelf bracket, yeah, and he it impaled him.
Oh, look, and his nail.
It's merely a flesh wound. Literally, like he's like, no,
That's
it's
what
fine. It's just
That's
a
what
scratch.
he tries to say.
Yeah. And as soon as she's out of this view, he just, I mean, he doesn't even look away from her. He dies staring at her as she runs away. But she does promise to.
Right. And the next
Again, Jason gets his way.
As Freddy and Jason now are fighting their way through the entire campgrounds, Kia sacrifices herself by approaching Freddy and says,
Oh,
what
sweet.
kind of wears a Christmas sweater? You're not even scary. You're not even scary.
Yeah, but right before he says that, how sweet. Dark heat.
Yeah, which was
There's some questionable lines in this, and particularly this scene right here, because he says that, and then she calls him the F word.
that rhymes with maggot.
Yes, that one.
They actually fought hard to keep that scene in there because of the alleged sexual assaults that Freddy may have done when he was a guy and all of that stuff. There was actually the original scene. She was supposed to confront Jason and be like, "I'm not afraid of you. You have no power over me." And then Freddy shows him. He's like, "Wrong one, bitch." I would have loved to see that.
I would have loved to see that too.
Anyway, whilst confronting Freddy, she backs up into Jason, and Jason just whacks her with the machete and knocks her about 100 fucking yards into a big old oak tree and dead.
Yeah.
I watched this in theaters the opening weekend. You would not believe the amount of people that cheered when that scene happened. It was ridiculous.
You know, I saw House of Wax in the theater.
Oh,
as well.
yeah.
And seeing
Watch
Paris Hilton get killed and the amount
she
of
promoted
cheering
that.
I know. It's just, like, there's some kind of pleasure in seeing people die on screen. I mean, not that Kia's nearly, or Kelly Rowland is nearly as loathed as Paris Hilton was, probably still is. But yeah, it is fun. When you get a good kill, you get a good kill.
And then, of course, after Kia is downed, they resume their fighting, Freddy and Jason, and we get a knockdown, drag-out fight for the ages.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the point where Freddy plunges Jason's machete into his side, and Jason rips off Freddy's gloved arm. Lori and Will set the fucking dock on fire. I mean, they literally, like, hose the damn thing down with gas. Set it on fire. Kerosene, yeah, whatever was. There was propane tanks behind them. In fact, there is a point where, bam, the torpedo, where Freddy starts shooting the fucking canisters at Jason. I mean, okay, I know they needed to have a reason to have all of this shit for them to throw at each other. Apparently they were building apartments.
I guess.
Condos.
I didn't pay that much attention to it because, you know, I was...
There was development signs.
Yeah.
That's enough for us to know that, like, there's a reason for there to be rebar for him to get impaled with, and a giant cement drum to throw around. It's ridiculous.
Oh, I do love the rebar being impaled into Jason too. That shit was
fucking great. Anyways, an explosion does happen because of the propane tanks. They explode the entire dock, and that throws Freddy and Jason into the lake.
Yes, but not before igniting them on fire.
Yes.
We see somebody approaching Will and Lori. We see the machete down, but we don't know who it is until the camera pans up and it's Freddy.
Oh no, I mean he is still missing his arm, but he's got that machete now.
Freddy climbs out and is about to kill the pair, but is impaled
With his own arm!
By Jason. Jason comes up out of the water and falls back into the... I mean, seriously?
Yep.
Seriously?
I mean, come on. Come on. They both sink into the lake.
This allows Lori to gain the upper hand because Freddy drops the machete.
Mm-hmm.
Lori picks it up and then proceeds to tell Freddy,
Welcome to my world, bitch!
And takes off that head. Who needs it? Not Freddy. Anyways,
then they all sink into the lake dead except for Lori and
yeah.
they seemingly make it out alive.
Yes. Well, the next morning, Jason emerges from the lake, holding his machete in one hand, Freddy's head in the other, and, seemingly have won. But Freddy gives one last little wink. Right, the camera.
Yeah, probably should have been that.
Yeah, well, he just can't.
He can't let it go. He can't let it go.
Whew! Man. Did you survive? I survived. I think I'm here. So,
I mean,
I don't know. I'm still kind of.
are any of them surviving?
Are we
Anyway.
talking about the movie or about real life?
Shit, no. Whatever.
Either way, I don't know. What do you guys think? Who was the winner? My personal thoughts? God, I have such a hard time with this because I really can't tell you who I think won. I still think it's gonna be Fred. Simply because he's clever.
He winked.
And he winked. Even though Jason was walking, but
Okay, so Team Freddy, sound off. Did Freddy win?
1, 2.
One.
All right.
All
What
right,
about
so
Jason?
Jason.
Ah!
Wow.
Ah! My heart.
I feel like they both basically are equal. Like,
Yeah, and I think that was the point, right?
I think that Jason became Freddy's downfall. Like it really seems that.
Like, you're mine now, bitch.
I mean,
Wait till you see what I do with your head later.
Maybe that's what the wink was about, because he knows.
He's like,
I mean, let's face it. Who actually won in this scenario? We, the fans, won because we got to
really
see this amazing work. I can't call it a masterpiece of cinematography, but it's
there's
something
a
that
few
fans.
scenes where I was like, all right, okay, I see what you did. There's some little closing in on the.
But I mean, this is something that the fans have been clamoring for the past 15 years when this finally got made. It was in developmental hell, went through 25 different script rights.
To the point where we talked about this last week, Jason X had to be set in 2445. 55, in order to make sure that they could actually make this movie work.
Yeah.
They had to set the movie. In fact, they started the movie in 2010. That gave them 10 years, more than 10 years. 7 years?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, no, I mean, it from,
Right.
from when Jason X came out to
Mhm.
when, I mean, it gave them essentially
Right.
10 years to get Freddy vs. Jason made before it really fucked up the timelines again, which they would have figured it out. They always do.
Somehow they would figure
They'll come up with some bullshit excuse for how the timeline works.
I mean,
That's horror for you.
it does work though. I mean, for the most part.
Yeah.
Even though the Friday the 13th timeline is fucked.
Not as bad as some of the others.
Not as bad as Texas Chainsaw.
Not as bad as some of we.
Yeah. Anyway.
So, for me personally, I think it was Freddy. Y'all all think it was Jason. At least I got one person on my team over there.
I personally think that we as fans won, and it
Yes.
doesn't matter who won the fight because we got 3 great fight sequences between the two of them
Incredible.
that were just chef's kiss.
Yes.
Seriously.
Yes. We got it inside of Freddy's world. We got it inside of Jason's world. And then we really got a nice level of both of them towards the end.
Oh, yeah.
So all my Dream Warriors, we love you guys. We thank you so much for tuning in with us. For me, this is a bloody machete straight to the sky. I will always love this movie. It was the first one,
First
Freddy movie that I got to see. I got to see
First-
Jason X in theater. I was not too young for that one, but I mean, I was way too young to see any Freddy movie in theater.
Oh, I mean, the last one was 94. We were
11,
yeah,
12.
that's 11. But still,
Yeah, we're young. We're
irregardless.
too young. Our parents wouldn't. My mom and dad are the farthest thing from horror fans. How the fuck I came from them, I do not know.
Your
But
sister traumatized you when you were young.
she did, and she's more scared of horror movies than any of them. Big old chicken shit.
Anyway, this is 2 Bloody Machetes up from us. This is seriously, it's in my top 3 from both franchises of Nightmare on Elm Street and Friday the 13th.
It's my favorite Jason movie. I don't know
I
if it's
don't-
my favorite Freddy movie,
I
but it's my favorite Jason movie.
I'm just upset that Kane Hodder didn't get to play Jason.
Agreed. And can we talk about that for just a second? Because Kane Hodder will always be my Jason, but we needed a big hulking man.
Ken Krisinger is 3 fucking inches taller than Kane Hodder, so it wasn't that much of a difference.
True, but
And then
Whatever-
they gave him platform
they
boots.
did give him platform boots.
Could have done that to
They
Kane.
could have. They
They
could
could have
have.
done that to Kane
Yes.
and gave him his ultimate dream, but no, alas.
We give it 2 bloody.
One more time.
This is why it's behind the camera, right?
I hope you know that's staying in.
That's fine. We give it 2 bloody machetes up. And
Ken did an amazing job though. He did. He's a good looking Jason. A darn good looking Jason.
It's not Ken at the end of the film, though.
Who is it, Allie?
Walking out of the lake holding Freddy's head, it's Douglas Tate. It's not Ken Krisinger.
And why is that?
Because Robert Shea. Because he wanted Freddy winking at him.
Oh, figure. So it was filmed after they were done with everything else?
Yep, that was a reshoot.
Hmm.
That's from Robert Shea.
It's almost like that weird mannequin that they pull through the door.
You mean blow up sex doll?
That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jimmy's a little warm.
I am sweltering in this.
I bet. Take that shit off. Jeez. Anyways, y'all, come back next week. I don't even know what we're doing next week. You probably do because you brought it with you, didn't you?
No,
No?
I forgot to bring
We
it.
have no. Do we know what we're doing next week?
Yes.
Hold on. Let me think. Go. I got it. Oh! Is
We've
that-
already done it. We've already recorded it.
Okay. Hold on. Oh!
I'm gonna get this back.
Yes, it is! We had to do a little bit of pre-planning here, you guys. Sometimes scheduling has to happen early. So, come back to us next week where we will be reviewing Rob Zombie's 3 from Hell. A movie that really wasn't needed, but here we are. And don't forget to slash the subscribe button
Stab that like button.
and ring the gray bell so you don't get buried alive and you stay up to date on everything we are doing on the tube of you. And until next time, can we all say it together? We will see you all
In the afterlife.